Hi, this is Joseph Bruce Brady, UN Geneva President, talking to you here from Ontario. I'd like to talk to you about Ukraine and how it really started, the war really started. So as Canada, the US, and European Union's alliances focus their military, financial, and media and political ammunition on the Russian state target, the Russian Kremlin are fully engaged in an agenda that has been set in stone. Since Trump left office, the problem of a belligerent Ukrainian president talking tough on topics such as separation from Russia, European Union membership, and NATO alliance membership, Russia is still leading the battlefield, with the Chinese, the Iranians, the North Koreans, and India backing its every move. U.S.'s former President Donald J. Trump is the last leader of the Republicans of 2016's last Div Shepherd to take policy and values to the political office to make a positive change. But with the coalition of the United States, Democratic Party's agenda of anti-Chinese dialogue, which is racist, national debt crisis looming, and the conflict in the Middle East, and the conflict with Ukraine, Gaza, and Russia. Radicalist speech towards Asians, Middle Easterns, Siberians, and pretty much anybody that has a heart and that's moral is getting attacked in America. Canada's government from its foundation was founded by British colonies monarchy, which is it flourished from slavery, rape, pillaging, and propaganda, and still is under the same monarchy family to this very day. That led the Catholic mass genocide, luring, kidnapping, and raping of Indigenous children since 1867. Instead of Canada changing its ways, it still upholds the same colonial values. Ukraine is Canada's main focus, but why not the Vatican, which is responsible for the mass genocide of young Indigenous children? The U.S. President Joe Biden is the Democrats of the USA's leader. He's set on an agenda put in place by Barack Hussein Obama, who has a history of hypocritical actions via military intervention that has caused massive unrest and led to more terrorism activity than ever before, such as Libya, where Muammar Gaddafi, who's worth $200 billion as of 2011, the colonialist leader was set to make Africa self-sustainable and fully independent. There's a centralized African bank that Muammar Gaddafi was going to make, backed by his $200 billion net worth, until Barack Hussein Obama ordered a no-fly zone, and he got assassinated and killed. And now there's ISIS running rampant in the Libyan streets. Thanks, Obama. Canada's government under Justin Trudeau made Charles the King, and Charles the King's brother has a link to the White House. And Hunter Biden under the Obama administration was making moves with Epstein. All over philanthropists, bank accounts, origins, funding this international sex ring. Barack Obama allowed it. He overlooked the sex cult of Jeffrey Epstein, even Bill Cosby's accusers and R. Kelly's accusations, and Harvey Weinstein's vendetta, because Harvey Weinstein was a Barack Obama donor. He donated money to his campaign. Harvey Weinstein had a vendetta against all the actors, female actors, musicians, models, media, journalism. He's going after all these young girls. They trap them. They put them in a place, and they beat them. You ever heard of battered woman syndrome? So these women get their minds fucked with. It's terrible. In Russia, it's not even thought of, or you could hurt a children. But in USA and America, Pediatrics Association carries out massive amount of gender-changing surgeries on children under 18 in schools in Canada and the US now. They're asking kids in kindergarten what gender do they want to be today. This is parental things, okay? If you're not over the age of consent, no adult is allowed to talk sex to you. I'll call it, we're going to call that a sexualization of a minor. If you talk sex to a child, that's sexualization of a minor, okay? Donald Trump is the forefront of morality, just as family and values are put in place, respectable, only to change, stopping the deterioration of North America's and the indigenous world-class natural respect for values.